A Mitchell man caught with a pound of suspected methamphetamine back in court in Morrill County. KNEB.TV News starts right now.
From your trusted source for news in western Nebraska and eastern Wyoming, this is KNEB.TV News. Presented by Platte Valley Companies, premier provider of financial services.
Hello, I'm Ryan Murphy. This is KNEB.TV News powered by Platte Valley Companies. Thanks for joining me. In our top story, amended charges have been filed for a Mitchell man accused of possessing a pound of meth during a November traffic stop in Morrill County. 51-year-old David Ring was arrested after several bags containing approximately 16 ounces of a crystal-like substance were found underneath the passenger seat. He was facing 6 criminal charges, including a Class 1B felony of possession of meth more than 140 grams. But on Monday, the first count was reduced to possession with intent to distribute methamphetamine, and the remaining 5 counts were dismissed. As of Thursday morning, online court records do not indicate if this was the result of a plea agreement, and a future court date was not listed. Well, first responders and nearly all educational facilities in Scottsbluff participated in the annual Communitywide emergency simulation exercise that took place Tuesday morning. Scottsbluff Schools Safety and Security Coordinator James Todd said this year's scenario was a lockdown followed by evacuation at every school building, including ESU 13 and Community Christian School. However, there was a twist.
We threw a little bit of a curveball in there and took out communications. They weren't able to use the radio or any IP-based telephones. And then we simulated cell phone towers being clogged up with traffic, so they weren't able to call out on those either. So we kind of made each building its standalone entity.
Todd told KNB News while there was a hiccup here and there, overall, each of the schools taking part in the sim performed well. He says that given society's reliance on technology for communications, the scenario was certainly plausible. And it is National Fire Prevention Safety Week, and the Scottsbluff Fire Department is upping its efforts to make sure every resident is doing their part to stay safe in the event of a fire. Fire Prevention Officer Chris Perales Jr. says here locally, smoke alarms can be the difference from a small fire to a total loss.
And this year's theme from the National Fire Protection Agency is smoke alarms and ensuring that every household has working smoke alarms. And that's one thing we've been trying to push this year and in the last couple of years with fire prevention, because it seems like every time we have a structure fire, majority of the time they don't have working smoke alarms or they don't have them installed at all.
He recommends that folks test their smoke alarms at the start and finish of daylight savings time, and says there are local programs that can help offset.
Looking for free instead of fees? Platte Valley Bank can help you keep your finances moving forward with no ATM fees. Whether you're headed to the lake, the mountains, or just to the grocery store, you can enjoy the freedom of free ATM access anywhere, anytime. Platte Valley Bank. You belong here.
When it comes to your health, you deserve the very best. At Morrill County Community Hospital, they provide top-notch care with compassion and expertise. From routine checkups to advanced surgeries, their dedicated team is here for you 24/7. With state-of-the-art technology and a patient-first approach, they ensure you and your loved ones receive the highest quality care. Because at Morrill County Community Hospital, your health is their priority. Visit Morrill County Community Hospital today in Bridgeport. Morrill County Community Hospital. Exceptional care right here at home.
Welcome back. Incumbent Republican Senator Deb Fischer is voicing criticism of her opponent in the race for her Senate seat, saying he's trying to fool Nebraskans about who he really is. During a recent interview with KNB News, Fischer said with shifting statements on a variety of subjects, people don't really know who independent Dan Osborne is, and that's by design.
You know, he has switched his position when he does say something to his donors, like he wants to give illegal immigrants Social Security benefits, things like that. And then when he's caught on it, he says, "Oh no, I didn't mean that." Nebraskans see through that.
Fischer said Osborne is a Democrat in his stances, even though he's trying to run as an independent moderate. She says during 2 prior election contests for her seat, the Democratic opponents discussed issues, and she respected that they didn't get into performance politics, and so she will continue to run on her race on issues up to the November general election. And Nebraska Attorney General Mike Hilgers has joined a 20-state coalition in a lawsuit seeking to stop a Biden administration Centers for Medicaid and Medicare Services rule that would cost states hundreds of thousands of dollars and drive nursing homes out of business. The CMS rule triples statutory requirements for on-site hours of registered nurses and imposes a nursing staff ratio with which 97% of nursing homes would be out of compliance. Hilger says the one-size-fits-all regulation imposes unlawful and counterproductive burdens threatening the viability of many care-first nursing homes and may leave Nebraskans with no choice but to entrust their care to profiteers. The Coalition of Attorney Generals argues that the new rule exceeds CMS's authority and sidesteps Congress.
October is Renewal by Anderson's United Against Cancer campaign, and when Renewal offered to pay for employees' radon testing and mitigation, several Renewal team members found radon in their homes. Deb was one of them, and she always wondered how she got breast cancer. Radon causes cancer. It's linked to Parkinson's, Alzheimer's. Radon is a killer.
People don't know about radon. They don't know what a killer it is, and they don't know how cheap it is to have it tested.
From all of us at Renewal by Anderson, please get a radon test now. It could save your life.
I imagined retirement in a place where we could enjoy our golden years, where adventure and friendship are the only items on the schedule. The Garden Homes at Northfield gives us the luxury we planned for and peace of mind when it comes to convenience, safety, and comfort. We never have to stop and think about the day-to-day upkeep. We love to explore abroad, but most importantly in our backyard. So much to do, so much to see. Here at Northfield, we get the protection of life care, incredible tax benefits, and secured rates for aging services. It's peaceful, knowing that if our needs change, we'll be taken care of. And most importantly, that our kids will never have to make any tough decisions. There never seemed to be enough time to do all the things we wanted. Now we get to focus our energy on enjoying what this community has to offer. At the Garden Homes, life is ours again. A place we had dreamed about. A chance to focus on us.
Now the latest from the Scottsbluff Body and Paint Sports Desk. Scottsbluff Body and Paint. You're driving home our reputation.
We've got postseason softball, late season football, and your WNCC weekend update. Let's start with those softball district finals tomorrow. Friday action for Gering. They'll be on the road for a best-of-3 at Grand Island Northwest. The Bulldogs, the 16 seed, on the road to play the top seed and defending state champions. Gering lost to Scottsbluff on Monday 14-13 in a near 3-hour game in the sub-district tournament. The Bulldogs opened the season losing to this Northwest team 15-2. Gering coach Zach Ostergaard saying it will take a near perfect day of softball to knock off the Vikings. Coverage tomorrow on KMOR 93.3 will get underway at 8:45 Mountain Time. For Scottsbluff, after that win over Gering on Monday, they lost in the subs title game to McCook 6-3. And that's where they're going to be again coming up on Saturday afternoon. Saturday action for Scottsbluff, right back in McCook to take on the Bison. The Bearcats 0-2 against this McCook team so far this season. Head coach Dan Fox telling me this morning they'll need to clean up the defense to have a good shot on Saturday. Best of 3 on 107.3 The Trail. I'll have the broadcast starting with the pregame show at 12:45 Mountain Time. Now tomorrow night, back at it on the gridiron with a trio of high school football games. Scottsbluff and Gering with matching 6 o'clock Mountain Time start. Scottsbluff, they're on the road at Hastings. That'll be on the trail. Gering home to take on Lexington. Coverage on KMOR 93.3 with Jeff and Adam. And our area game of the week with Trayton Harmon, we'll have Bobcat Field, the location. Hemmingford hosting Bridgeport. Pre-game on the Brand will start at 6:35. And WNCC Volleyball has the weekend off after a Wednesday night loss at NJC. They were swept in 3 straight as they dropped to 4-1 now in conference play. The volleyball team in action again on Tuesday of next week at Casper. That'll be the second of 7 straight matches on the road. Soccer this weekend for the Cougar women and men's teams at Northwest and Central Wyoming ahead of postseason play getting underway next weekend. That's the latest today from right here at the Scottsbluff Body and Paint Sports Desk. I'm Chris Cottrell.
Tri-City Stormwater presents Stormwater 101, an illicit discharge.
Let's take a look at your community calendar, brought to you by Riverstone Bank. The community calendar is brought to you by Riverstone Bank. We're local and we love our community.
Tired of feeling stuck? Not sure if you are on the right track? Platte Valley Bank can help keep your finances moving forward with checking account options to fit your lifestyle and an online account chooser to make finding the right account easy. Control your financial future with helpful budgeting tools and automatic savings plans. Now is the time to enjoy the ride with Platte Valley Bank. You belong here.
And finally tonight, it's center pivot irrigation versus toilet paper in the finals of the 2024 Coolest Thing Made in Nebraska contest, sponsored by the Nebraska Chamber and Nebraska Manufacturing Alliance. The last Scottsville-based product, the automated feed truck produced by ALA Engineering, fell short of beating the irrigation equipment produced by Valley Irrigation in the semifinals. Public voting for the finalists in the bracket-style competition runs through Sunday at midnight. The winner will be announced October 29th at the Nebraska Chamber's Manufacturing Summit in La Vista. Well, that does it for us this time. Thank you so much for tuning in. Stay safe out there. We'll see you here next time.